Thank you, Wes. So we're going to start with 1AA playoffs. We've been saying all year long we didn't think anyone could come within 4 touchdowns of Tarboro this year, and only one team did. The Vikings only beat Southwest Edgecombe 21-0. No big deal. But in the state semifinals, everyone is good, including Edenton Holmes. The Aces made the trip to Edgecombe County. First quarter, Clifton Joyner, a 40-yard touchdown run. It is 7-0 Tarboro. Sweet Pea trash-talking those Aces fans. Second quarter, Tarboro leads 14-0. Keon Cattle, 3-yard TD, 21-0 Vikings. What about Clinton Joyner again? Come on, Clinton Joyner. 15 yards to the house, 28-0 Tarboro. Third quarter, Kanomi McDaniels up the gut. It is 35-0. 35-0 Keon Cadle. The punt return for 6. 42-0 Tarboro. This team can't be touched. None of their players can be touched. None of their players can go down. Unbelievable. The Aces would finally score on the last minute with running clock, but Tarboro, they win it 48-7, back-to-back state championship appearances.
Edenton's a great football team. They're a class program. They're well coached. Their kids play hard. Just saw we a little bigger up front, a little stronger up front, and our boys played a pretty well complete game today. So it's just an entire town that we have here that just feeds kids, and the kids believe in what we do, and they work hard. They try to execute the best they can. We got one more week to put it all together, and we got to play the best game of the year next week.
All right, so Tarboro advances to the 1AA state championship game next Saturday at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, and we will find out who they will play in just a little bit. Lots of highlights coming up on the Blitz, but first, let's enter the Zebra Zone.
Mr. Thomas, we're going to work hard for you in the middle tonight, okay? You're the captains on the field for a reason. I expect you to take care of your own teams, all right? Line up, hit each other as hard as you can when the ball comes in, help each other up, and we're going to do it again for 4 quarters tonight, okay? All right, gentlemen, first off, congratulations on making to the 4th round of the NCHSAA playoffs. I wish you the best of luck tonight, and I hope we have a great ball game. All right, Jacksonville, you're the visiting.
Let's go football news channel 12.
It's been a long, strange year, and it's all come down to this. A chance to make history.
On the Blitz, NHS, on our chest, be blessed.
And get to the state finals.
We going to the next round.
And we have it all covered for you.
Blitz channel 12, man. Brian, no, if you the man.
On this Eastern Regional Championship edition of the Blitz. Pamlico didn't forget where it came from. The Hurricanes hosted their first ever state semifinal, and they needed to beat Rosewood to make more school history.
Been down this road before, man.
Southwest Onslow made the trip to Elizabeth City, looking for an upset. The Stallions wanted their first trip to the state final since 2013. And Jacksonville tried to get its first state championship berth since 1994. But defending Eastern champ Havelock wanted a repeat of history. It's time to find out who is the beast of the East and state championship bound.
The Blitz starts now.
What a crazy Eastern Regional night. How crazy is it? I'm still wearing my coat because I didn't have time to change into anything more appropriate here. Because Jacksonville and Havelock put on a show in their rematch of a game that was the game of the century earlier this year.
For it.
Well, Havelock and Jacksonville, there are Barber, Hendrick, Honda. Blitz premier matchup. And let's go. Well, let's not waste any time because when these two teams get together, things are going to get crazy. Like with the opening kickoff, it's going to go to Camaro Edmonds. The sophomore has scholarship offers from Tennessee, South Carolina, NC State this week, and showing why. He returns the kickoff. Well, does he step out of bounds? They don't call it. He scores, and just like that, Havelock up 7-0, and the Colonel back on the sidelines goes, what happened? Well, then Jacksonville fumbles their kickoff. Havelock recovers. Very next play, Cameron Hutchinson is going to take it in for the score. Hutchinson, though, hurt his knee later in the game, and that could be big. But they were up 14-0, 25 seconds into the game, and Dave Miller says, man, this can't be good. Chip Williams says, I'm glad it's my son coaching and not me anymore. Then Anthony Harris, the Tennessee-bound quarterback, going deep to Welton Spotsville, the future UNC star. Down at the one they score, they go up 21-0. Finally, the Jacksonville offense, though, would get going. Graham Brinker went over 1,000 yards for the season last week, adding a bunch more to it here. He scores, cut the lead to 21-7, but the bell ringing wouldn't last long. Right before the half, Anthony Harris is gonna go deep, and he's gonna find Cameron Hoover, who takes it in. It was 28-7. Havelock at the half. We thought this one was gonna be over. Donnie Kirkpatrick, the new ECU offensive coordinator, checking out all the talent on the field. They swap touchdowns, then Graham Brinker scores again. All of a sudden, Jannard Davis saying,
Hey,
wait a
Jannard.
minute. It was 34-21, and then they go to the old bag of tricks. Sinister Finister, he throws it to Julian Stevens, and all of a sudden,
He's got an arm.
Caleb King, with his short pants on, says, wait a minute, Jacksonville's just down 6 now? Well, then Havelock coughed it up, and Justin Benton, with 4:40 to go, keeps it out of the option. Now they would miss the extra point, so we're all tied at 34 apiece, and they were going nuts on the Jacksonville sideline. Then the next kickoff. Oh no, watch as the defender rips the ball away, and Jacksonville gets the ball back, and Justin Benton, it worked the last time, now with 3:30 to go.
He says that's his favorite play right there.
And it shows. He scores. Jacksonville in front, 41-34, but hold on a second. Bo Williams says our defense has got to hold on. Havelock marched down the field once, but on 4th and 15, the pass is broken up, and then one last chance. With less than a second to go in the game, it's going to be a Hail Mary, and it's not going to work for Havelock. Jacksonville pulls off the upset, 41-34, to finally get over to the hump and get to their first state championship game since 1994.
Kids had faith in it, got better during the game, and kept on making plays, kept on believing they could make the next play, and they never faltered, and kind of started off really uptight about the big game, but we were able to come through and did well.
We were down going into halftime, and really we just came out with the next mentality. We played our game, and God was on our side.
You were down 21 points in the second half. How were you able to come back?
Coach just reminded us that we're a proficient team, and that as long as we focus on the next, we'll definitely be able to do our job and move on.
I'm happy for the kids in the community. They've been working, doing everything we asked. It's just great for them, but we got another game next week. We got to try to be ready to heal up after this physical game we had tonight. So we're a little banged up, so we got to get ready.
Bo really kind of understated. He's like, okay, we expected to go there.
He's so even-keeled all the time.
Just takes the trophy and says, let's head on to the state championship game.
No celebration.
Who are they going to face next week? Well, Charlotte Catholic, the defending state champs, they do beat Kings Mountain, so it will be Jacksonville and Charlotte Catholic Friday night, 7:30 at Keenan Stadium in Chapel Hill.
Take a breath. Take a breath.
We've still got more to go. 2 more games to show you, including the Pamlico Hurricanes hosting their first ever Eastern Regional Championship game. But first, let's check out our fans in the stands, our Superior Metal Structure fans in the stands, and they are in Bayboro. Packed house for a landmark game. We're going to show you that. Plus, hey, the Tarboro fans were pretty jacked up too. All part of our Superior Metal Structure fans in the stands. Thank them for being the sponsor all year long. The Blitz. We'll be right back. All right, let's check out the 1A playoffs, where Pamlico has played in a couple of Eastern finals in the past, but they had never hosted one until tonight. They took on Rosewood down in Bayboro, and you were there.
Yeah, it was actually pretty cool. They had the 1994 Eastern Regional team. Of course, they never made it to a state championship. And it was a slow start for Pamlico, just a field goal to start. But actually for Rosewood, Michael Reed, their best player, goes down with injury on their first play of the game, so he is out for the rest of the way. But, you know, Pamlico's run game so good. William Lovick in for the score. The fans were loving it. But here comes Rosewood. Check out this run by the big guy. 22 on the other side to Monty Fenty, the junior, taking it to the house. And the Pamlico fans are like,
no.
oh no! We have ourselves a game! Yeah, kind of, I guess, because this is Tank. Savon Dutt. He's gonna ballerina dance to the sidelines, and he is in for the score. So Pamlico takes the lead, but 6 seconds left in the first half, and Rosewood finds a way to score, so we have ourselves a ball game. Fourth quarter.
Hey, if they don't score, no more, guys. We win this ball game.
It's pretty simple. If they don't score, you still win. If you're Pamlico up 16-12, right?
And this is how the game ends. In the red zone, they are able to stop Rosewood from scoring. 16-12 is the final. Pamlico going to their first ever state championship.
This is what high school football is about, man. In small towns, man, just bringing the community together. Of course, you know, man, we all went through a hurricane this year, and some of us lost some things, man, but these guys just kept fighting, they kept working, they kept getting better.
To be honest, it means a lot because, you know, they can, besides being home, or if they still have their home, they can come out here and watch us play and just support. I mean, it's for the community. We got hit hard by the hurricane. We just found a way to bounce back through the adversity. We talked about it over the summertime. We just came out and worked, and hard work pays off.
I'm so proud of you.
So there you go, Pamlico. First ever Eastern Regional Championship game, and they're headed to the ship. Who will they play? They're going to play Friday night against Murphy. Those old Bulldogs do it again. They beat Robbinsville. So Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke, Murphy and Pamlico, Friday, 7:30. So both Jacksonville and Pamlico will be playing at the same time.
Back-to-back great games right there.
We have our Battle Royale to get to. That includes Southwest Onslow and Northeastern. That's coming up in a few minutes. But first, it's our Vidant Wellness play of the game. And how about Keon Caudle of Tarboro with the beautiful punt return. Shaking, bacon, breaking, faking. I'm running out of rhyme words here, Keon. As the Vidant Wellness play of the week, Keon Caudle and Tarboro headed back to the state championship game. We'll be right back on the Blitz.
Okay, here's Southwest.
All right, how do we... Charlie Dempsey took over as Southwest Onslow's coach in 2015, had a rough first year, then they made the playoffs, lost in the second round. Last year they lost in the Eastern Finals. That building continuing back in the Eastern Finals again for the second straight year, trying to get over the hump and get to that state championship game, but they had to take on undefeated Northeastern in Elizabeth City. And Trevion Freshwater and company, well, they were hoping to stop that running game of Southwest Onslow, but holy cow, BJ Jordan and company, they would jump on top. But here comes Mr. Freshwater, the ECU commit, who says he's going to go play for Mike Houston and the Pirates. He scores, and then one more time, the Eagles are going to fly into the end zone. They would take the lead, and that's kind of how it worked. Northeastern in the lead, Southwest Onslow, BJ Jordan would score, and they get close but couldn't get over the hump. Then Northeastern going to the air like Eagles sometimes do, and beautiful catch. And just like that, they are in the lead and doing it again with Freshwater and company, scoring like crazy. But Southwest Onslow could never quite come back, and they end up falling in this one by the final of 47-36.
They have no reason to hang their heads. Very proud. They're a bunch of warriors. I'd go to war with them anytime. You know, they're being down, you know, by 2 touchdowns to a team like Northeastern, just kept battling. We had some things not go away, but our guys just kept fighting. And, you know, they've done that all season long, and couldn't be more proud of a football team.
So just to summarize the season, it was a really good season, a lot of hard work. You guys had some great success.
Yeah, absolutely. Along with a lot of adversity. I mean, this team, I tell you what, they're tough. Dealing with Hurricane Florence, being out of school for 7 weeks, being out of football for 3 weeks. But they're just a good group of kids, hard-working kids.
So there you go. Southwest season comes to an end. So we have 3 teams playing for state championships next week. We'll see you then.